4 big games coming up: Bayern versus Arsenal, Dortmund against Atletico, PSG versus Barca, and City meets Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Man, how do you see this unraveling, bro?
Man, with some of the friends, we did our brackets. I already know my bracket's busted based on what I did, weeks ago when the draws first came out. Right? But
Yeah.
if I have to pick these games today, Bayern and Arsenal, I got Arsenal. I'm sorry, but I had Bayern originally in my bracket. Then Kane got injured. I think he's back now.
He's back.
Bayern's just not. Unless they've completely given up the league and now they're just trying to focus on the champions, I still don't see them winning the champions anymore.
What do you have from that bracket? I think you said it right. You have Arsenal too.
I have Arsenal winning. Yeah, I have Arsenal beating Bayern. I don't see.
They
Bayern
just
winning.
lost to Hoffenheim.
Yeah, they lost against Heidenheim.
Yeah, it wasn't even Hoffenheim.
Heidenheim.
Oh, I had it wrong.
During the weekend.
No.
That's why I said I have to change my.
No.
Let me pull up their standings, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, I got Arsenal advancing, man. I got this. I don't see Bayern beating them, man. Especially at the Emirates. No, it's not happening.
It's gonna be,
All right, so what's your prediction, bro? Arsenal versus Bayern.
I got Arsenal winning 2-0.
2-0. Nice. You?
I have Arsenal winning 2-1. I think Bayern still gets 1.
2-1.
Arsenal.
Okay. I'm taking Arsenal and I'm predicting 3-1. I think Kane. I mean, he hasn't played against this Arsenal, but he was here last year, so he has an idea. So based on him playing a bunch of times against Arsenal, I think he's got a goal in him. So 3-1. 3-1 Arsenal at the Emirates.
Right.
And then, of course, Dortmund versus Atletico, bro.
I got Dortmund winning. You know what? I got them winning 1-0
The first leg, right?
in the first leg.
That's surprising. That's a little surprising.
Yep.
At least to me, man. But, yeah.
I got them winning 1-0.
1-0.
To me, I just think Atletico is going to beat them, man. Dortmund has old defenders. They might surprise me, but to me personally, I think a Cholo and Griezmann and Morata, they get it done, man. I actually think they're going to beat them 2-0.
Yeah, they're going to start at the Metropolitano.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that matters?
I think it does matter, man, because this particular team, I mean, obviously, I think they take the personality of the coach.
Of course.
I think they feed off their home crowd a lot.
Yeah, that energy.
They're faithful to the death, man. So,
Yeah.
I'm not saying Dortmund isn't, but I just think the Cinderella run ends here.
Yeah.
So, Atletico.
They got to go against the yellow wall.
And in the reverse picture, and with that's a great point, man. Like if Atletico doesn't get it done at home, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They're in trouble on the road, but I do think they will. 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I got
Who do you
Atletico. The first game at the Metropolitano, I got Atletico. I think Atletico wins 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, I think they because even though they're great at defending, but they do also slip up. And so I do see Dortmund, and actually that will be a good result for Dortmund because Dortmund over there in Germany, oh man, they're like you said, man, that yellow wall is we'll be waiting for Atletico and
Now, Dortmund is 5th in the league. They're not Dortmund of the past. I know obviously they don't have the same players that they did in the past, but
yeah.
They've surprised us in Champions League. So
yeah, they're sort of a Cinderella story themselves. They're that team that I feel like they're not supposed to make it this far. They're like you said, they're 5th in their league, and yet they're here, man. One of these will advance.
I would say, yeah, like out of all the teams that were left in the quarter, you probably wanted Dortmund, right?
Out of all teams, right? Yeah, I agree.
I would probably say that, but again, I mean, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. So.
Yeah, and these two teams here. I mean, if they make it to the semis, anything can happen from that point forward. There's no you're a Cinderella story, but I mean you could become a champion like
one
Atletico,
of them can
right?
make it to the final
or Dortmund.
I mean, Inter made it last year on good defense. It could happen, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Parking the bus.
And of course, you got Mbappe and PSG facing Barca. That's so many things are on the line for both teams, man. This could be Mbappe's last games in the Champions League wearing PSG uniform. But would he want to go out like that? I don't think so.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
I think if he plays good, they can make it to the final. I think
Oh.
he's that X factor that can take them to the final.
Damn.
But Barca, then again, they're heating up a little bit right now. They haven't lost.
Them youngsters.
They got that young center back. He's putting in work.
Yeah.
I can't say his name. Kulabasi. I don't
Yeah.
know what the hell his name is,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's good, man. He's making a name for himself. But PSG, man, if they can play good, if PSG can play good, and Luis Enrique is not being a buster and subbing out Mbappe, like in the 60th minute,
Yeah.
I think they could do some
Yeah,
work.
man,
But
don't do
then
that.
again, it's Barca, man. They will surprise you. They got their players.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if Lewandowski's on fire, I think Barca could probably tie them. They'll tie. But my prediction on that game, I actually got PSG winning 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah, we were. I pulled up the form, the recent form, and I mean both teams are on fire.
They are. Whoa.
PSG just drew over the weekend. Barca's won 4 straight.
And even that draw, I will question a bit because maybe they're resting their
And
players.
they did sub him off. I think you are right about that. So, that being said, PSG is going to beat Barcelona, man. I just don't think they can stop Mbappe. 3-1.
Yeah, I got PSG not just beating them, but also advancing. But for my prediction for this game, I have PSG winning 2-1. I think, like Eddie said, well, like you guys said, they're gonna play in Paris, and that from this point forward, it matters a lot, even more than the last round. And also Mbappe. I mean, there's absolutely nobody in Barca's lineup that can stop Mbappe. He will be the X factor. He will be the one that determines who advances.
Yeah.
The motivation alone of leaving PSG as Champions League winners, that changes the whole story. Can't nobody tell Mbappe nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. You
Word.
will leave in glory.
Yep.
And yeah, man, that motivation alone. PSG 2-1. And of course, man, the heavyweights. I feel like these are the heavyweights.
This
Of
should have
this-
been a final.
This should have been a final, but it's not a final.
It's not.
Quarterfinal.
It's a quarter. You're saying that? Look, this
So
is
one team will be
got the
out
chills.
by next week.
Yeah.
By next week.
In 2 weeks' time, one of them is out.
We start at the Bernabeu. That's where we start. In a game of this magnitude, that matters to a certain degree. You always want to get the last game playing in front of your crowd because this is chess at this point. You want everything in your favor. And who do you have? I'm gonna put you on the spot first, man. Who do you have
Come on,
first?
man.
The first game at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, the first game I got
Considering
Madrid
everything.
winning 3-1.
3-1.
3-1. Yeah, I have City getting a goal, but I think the way they've been playing lately, their defense has been a little sloppy lately. Look, if we can shut out Haaland and Foden, I think we could win 3-1. But they'll get a goal. They'll get one goal. I'll get one goal. 3-1.
All right, man. Yeah, I mean, I got my psych. All right, yeah, all right. City, man. Damn. Man. The last time I saw these two teams play, Madrid couldn't even get out of their own quarter of the half of their half.
Great point.
They couldn't even get out, man. City arrested Foden off a hat trick. Haaland got arrested against Luton Town. De Bruyne just got I don't know if he got a hat trick, but he got at least 2 goals last night.
Yeah.
I just think City, and this is the one thing I will say, and I love Real Madrid, man, but I don't think Real Madrid plays a team like City in their league.
Oh, no.
And City plays teams on that level in their league almost, every other week basis. So for me personally, I got City. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout or anything like that, but maybe a 2-1, maybe even a 2-2. But if you tell me something right now, 2-1 City.
2-1 City. Damn. 3-1, right?
Mm-hmm. 3-1
2-1 City. So those are complete opposite games.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be as open ended as I know my co-host here thinks. But I mean, I could be wrong. They might get blown out. Who knows?
It could be a tie. It could be a clean sheet. Yeah,
because I think
Anyway
they're
could
both
go.
gonna be very tense. It's gonna be a tense game. I don't think it's gonna be a
Definitely.
free flowing game.
No doubt. Every time any City player gets the ball, any Real Madrid, it matters.
Yeah, they're gonna get pressed both sides.
It's gonna matter who's good on the transitions. To be honest.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, City's also missing players, man. I don't know if Walker's gonna be fit.
I don't.
If he's not fit, that makes a big difference because you got to hold Vinny and Rodrigo too.
Yeah.
Man, but it's gonna be a hell of a game.
Yeah, and that's it. What you just said is key. Personally, me, I don't think anybody in City can stop Vinny. He's also an X factor like Mbappe. That's how good he is. Now, of course, he has his games where he's a no show. It's really rare, or he makes the wrong decisions in the last 10 yards, right? So that's also gonna be key. Now, my prediction is a 2-1 Real Madrid. Now, this is my next question. We saw what City did to Real Madrid in the last games, like you just said, right? Where Real Madrid couldn't even get out of their own half. Are you considering your prediction? You're not expecting that for Madrid to be playing in the back like they were last year.
No, I think their midfield got a little freshened up, so they have young legs now in that midfield. Like you saw, they've only been starting Kroos, and it's been working out good. They have Valverde, they have Camavinga, Tchouaméni pressing. Those are the young legs that we need pressing. Yeah. So I that's me personally. If we can win that battle in the midfield against De Bruyne and your Bernardo Silva and your Rodri, then I think that's key. If we can get the press down and again attack and do good on our transitions, then I do see Madrid winning. I mean, 3-1 may be a little too harsh, but I'll take a 2-1.
But you know what? Eddie said that too. I didn't factor that in when I said that too. Bellingham wasn't there last year, and he is obviously in Ballon d'Or conversation, man.
Yeah.
So, again, it could go both.
It's gonna be
to me.
It's gonna be down to the small details.
That's
between
why,
those two, because and that's what we want, right? We want a good game. So it's gonna come down to the small details. That midfield battle. If Bellingham can play good, hey, great for us. If they can shut down KDB and Haaland, then I think we got a good.
City's in trouble if those two get shut down or contained. City's in trouble.
For the first leg, I don't know about the second leg, but
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Second leg will be the next episode.
But as of now, also the other thing could happen too, right? Where like just like Haaland and De Bruyne, they could get shut down if Vinny and Bellingham do not show up.
Yeah,
then we're having a different story. We're speaking about a complete different game now. Also for Bellingham, man, it's crazy. Bellingham used to play with Haaland, and now they're meeting each other here at this level, man. So, man, I
think they played each other last season too, when Haaland won the treble.
Yeah, when
they faced Dortmund when Bellingham was in Dortmund.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
They played in the group stage, I believe.
Now again, I don't think Bellingham had the help he has now, right?
No,
he's on a way better team
man.
now. Yeah.
But no, you're right. I think they have played each other in the past. I mean, damn. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but I'm wearing the City hat today. I might wear the Real Madrid hat the next time. For now,
He's gonna wear.
He's gonna wear a different hat. From this game, from these two legs, I believe we're seeing the champion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because after that, I mean,
the
only one that I will truly consider, actually, I'll say two.
I think we're on the same page.
Arsenal making a strong case, depending what happens, obviously, against Bayern, and PSG, as long as they have that man, because that's him.
That's what I'm saying. Anything could go in the final too. If PSG go in the final, it's one game. You just gotta do one game. You have to play good. But then again, I do believe whoever wins out of City and Madrid, I think one of those two are gonna win it.
So we could see either potentially a back-to-back
champion,
not done since Real Madrid.
Yeah,
or
which is the one that's right.
Or you could see the 15th. Which obviously you're probably never gonna see.
You're never gonna see it. So, it happens once.
Yeah, man. Either way, the two best teams unfortunately
That's what I'm
facing
saying.
each other. It would have been nice if maybe that was the semifinal like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the final, of course. But
Finals would. Oh man.
Finals would have been crazy.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would've been a crazy
The
game.
internet would just go down, man. uh,
Who do you have, man? You haven't given yours.
He did. He
2-1.
did. Yeah, he did. He did
Real
2-1.
Madrid 2-1. Yeah.
2-1. I will say though, they're both meeting each other in different circumstances this year. This year, City come in as the champions, defending their title, and Madrid, I would say, comes more as an underdog.
We didn't win shit last season.
Even though this is Real Madrid's competition, and again, going back to last year, the way that City beat them is beat them.
They dismantled us.
Dismantled, destroyed, annihilated. Now is Real Madrid's chance to
Get some revenge.
get some revenge and
La
stop the
revancha.
back-to-back against an old foe named Guardiola,
Oh man,
who has Real Madrid's number.
that's
over
the other
years.
storyline too, right? Pep and his Barca days, and even the Bayern days, right? Man, there's a lot of things outside of the field too that go into it.
Yeah, Ancelotti. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is your chance to redeem yourself as a coach too. You're going up against Guardiola, the guy who, I mean, stopped them right from winning the back-to-back. So, but again, only one team will win. Only one team will advance. But we'll find out who's gonna take the first shot this Tuesday when they both meet in the quarterfinals.
And I know I do